A sea of white tents and housing containers in the middle of the Jordanian desert. This is the Zaatari refugee camp, home to more than 120,000 people who've fled the fighting in Syria. Dal al-Hariri has been living here for about a year. She, her husband and their family left their home in Daraa to escape fighting between rebels and the Syrian government troops. The transition has not been easy.
We finally got used to the heat here. Actually, we didn't have a choice, but we'll stay because at least our children are safe.
When they first arrived, the Hariris lived in a tent provided by a UN relief agency. Now they're a little more comfortable. They've moved into temporary housing made of corrugated metal and canvas. They've even got their own water supply. But they're still concerned about their future.
We'll go back to Syria only after Assad, that disgraceful person, is gone. He has taken so many lives. My nephew came from Abu Dhabi to fight for the rebels, and he was killed. My brother was arrested, and we still don't know whether he's alive or dead. We haven't heard from him in 18 months.
120,000 people packed into 5 square kilometers, and new refugees continue to arrive. Many are traumatized by their experiences in Syria. It's a huge amount of work to keep the refugees fed and housed. Germany's Federal Agency for Technical Relief, or THW, helped build the camp. First, they set up the water supplies. Now they work to keep the community toilets and showers running.
Here you can see that someone has stolen the faucet and that broke the pipe. That's a common problem. If it can be stolen, it will be. So the water pipe is broken and we're trying to fix it.
There are always problems when it comes to distributing water, electricity and housing containers. Kilian Kleinschmidt is the United Nations official who's responsible for that stage of the program.
Every family gets one of these containers. If it's a big family, they get a tent too. We try to provide each family with one of these housing containers.
The cramped conditions, the stress and the uncertainty take their toll. There have been demonstrations in the camp.
It gets tense sometimes. Yesterday, another car was damaged. People threw stones here at the distribution point. There are new problems every day, and we just have to deal with them.
Right nearby, someone is stealing electricity. Gangs and racketeers sell it for outrageous prices. A black market has already taken shape.
What's really nerve-wracking is when business people start making so much money off it. It's just not funny anymore.
A small barbershop offers haircuts for €1. It's a small price to pay for a bit of dignity. Even with all the dirt, grime, heat and water shortages, the young men still want to look decent. Being a refugee can come as a profound shock.
There's only dirt and chuck holes here. The only way we can put up with it is to keep busy. But it feels like you're being buried alive. It would actually be better to go back to Syria and die than to stay here.
I just want to hear that this regime is gone once and for all. Whatever comes afterward, it won't be a problem. I just want all this to be over.
No one here can say how long they'll be in Zaatari. All they can do is get by from one day to the next. But a few have reached the end of their patience. Every evening, buses carry hundreds of refugees from the camp back to Jordan's border with Syria. They're returning voluntarily to an uncertain fate in a war-torn country. About an hour's drive from Zaatari, along the road to Baghdad, the next refugee camp is being set up. It's being built to accommodate an estimated 120,000 people. Hardly anyone here still believes that the civil war in Syria will end quickly.